Take that pain, pass it down like photos on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break the chain that left you scarred from where you came. Is it other? You don't have to follow in your bloodline.
Oh, I won't pretend that I know half the hell you see, but that don't mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, it's stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. Oh, I'll be waiting in the car in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone.
Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred from where you came. Is it who you are? Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. That storm keeps on raging, but don't you forget, God's not done with you yet. When it feels like you're losing the war in your head, just know this isn't the end. Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time. You still got to break these chains that left you scarred from where you came. Is it who you are? Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Here we go, set. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 44. An early test, 2 plays in, this is 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Cougar 19.
Willis takes the snap. They're going for it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit.
The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
At the Dolphins' 49-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Caught by Montgomery. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. 2nd and 15. Pass complete. David Montgomery the target. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Willis. From the left side, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Buffalo 18.
Now Willis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go. Pick Mustang 19.
Here's Willis. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Puka Nacua, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches will put these short field goals as a last resort, right? And to them,
Okay.
you're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18. Let's go. Check.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Now, 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion, they're going for more.
Things will be lacking, my bro, so what are we lacking? I can point it down, so much that's around, better settle down, no point doing that, though they send the hounds, bite me in that, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, put to carry down. From those
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18. Let's go. Look the hot. Hey, I got him.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Come on, man. What the fuck?
And the contact well
Cool.
timed there. And now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Seven Pirates.
Willis looking to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Dolphins 14.
It's your money, y'all. I put money down on all of us, on my people now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Stroud working out of the gun. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. Oh, that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there to rush a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Here we go, let's go. 18. What's that? Hey, South. White Tony. Hey, Uno Mars. Uno Mars. Uno. Look the hot.
Here's Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Exit 3rd and 8.
Four receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8. Stroud to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Again, it's Stroud. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
3 fucking points. We suck.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud looking to change the play. Back to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Fitzpatrick.
Hold on, she said that's all she said.
Houston. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line, allowing him to get in for the touchdown.
Marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
It's just a matter of rules in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
South. 118. What's that?
Now Stroud. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Stroud. And he's got it. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a 2nd and 10. Willis looks to pass it here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 sight.
Now Willis to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Dolphins 14.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Willis. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Back to throw, Willis. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Puka Nacua. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. 24-21 ball game.
24, Dolphins 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
46-yard line.
My actions been louder than my words. I ain't sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie in the vet. Shout out to the
All right. Tony. 11.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texas. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are able to extend their lead. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They get back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 39-yard
Off the middle, Achan. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Achan. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A run straight ahead with Achan. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
If they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
19, Tiger, 19.
To throw, here's Willis. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Warriors 70.
From the gun, here's Willis. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Seventh play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Willis. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Willis to throw once more. That's to his running back, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now Willis on the bootleg. On the RPO. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Texans are going the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? To throw, here's Willis. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Willis now off play action. He'll try and do this himself. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Ready, break. 19 tight. Let's go 80.
Now Willis to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Puka Nacua on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Texas score, Texans 31, Dolphins 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field are covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
118. Why Tony? Right to the right. Let the hot. Hey, Uno Mars.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete here.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
18-68. Here's Willis. That's going to be caught by Rivers. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Last play of the half, Willis. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. Stroud off the play fake. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right?
Stroud sets up the play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Under. On 18. That's it. Buggy.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap to Stroud. On the RPO, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And these guys will take a 10-point lead.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if these guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
70, 79 Broncos.
Willis looking to throw it. Throw caught by Achane. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now an audible here into something else.
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Willis will look to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They do go for this. Here's Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and then they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
And he'll find the row here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Foster the roll. 28 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Dolphins.
Now Willis. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Puka Nacua, 52 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Willis will try and throw for this. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2, they don't get it. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam go. And he'll be brought down at the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
22 more yards there and another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Only quick, right? Hey, South, at 18. What's up?
Stroud out of the gun here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
What's up? 18. What's up? Look at high. Look at high.
Here's Stroud. Will complete this one to Collins. So giving 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Tony. Nike Tyson.
Now again, right side. Fitzpatrick. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Pitch and catch to Moreau to tight end. And a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now Willis. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw Willis. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, Willis to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Rattler, 79 Broncos.
Now Willis to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
At the 16-yard line.
Quick throw to Collins. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of
32 that time.
And the Texans first down.
Stroud working out again. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now he winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line, they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th.
Oh, bullshit. That'd be a real bullshit.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right?
Thank you.
And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield.
I don't feel it.
Didn't work.
Not even a little bit.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was
This is getting so bad.
He is smothered behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
That's cold as hell.
Up the middle they go. Fitzpatrick takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's swallowed right near the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the oh, what a heck of an effort there.
That's a fucking pick if I press triangle. Just let you know, stop throwing that primary shit.
Just shy of midfield.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Here's Willis.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness.
Knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Willis to throw.
Oh, what you doing? If you're going to jump across, take that bitch.
Set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans.
Let's go home, everybody. Let's go fucking home. Thank you for buying your tickets. Thank you for buying the popcorn, hot dogs, and the fucking hamburgers and the beers. Time to go.
It off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea.